Hey guys, what's going on? I'm continuing on with my in-depth review series of the indicator system called AlgoPro. This system is fantastic. It's only $150 for a limited time at least. $150 one-time fee for unlimited access to all these indicator systems that are included with it, which is really good. So I've written an article about it. I'm putting all these videos that I'm doing in the article and also a link to buy this through my referral link, which is right here. You'll get it at the best possible price, which is $150 for a one-time fee for all the different buy-sell indicators and all the good stuff that's included, which hopefully you'll see as we go through the video series that I've been doing. So you'll see that as I've gone on, I've basically started to list all the different components that you get. You get these different versions of the AlgoPros. You get dashboard and reversal suites. You get this trend, support and resistance stuff, volume stuff. I'm slowly making my way through all of this. I think last time I was able to do this one, which is the algo trend support and resistance, which includes market structures like bear and bull block orders, which is really useful. As I saw in the Discord, one of the Discords that I helped to run or own in basically this morning, if you're watching, Mr. Osirian, he set up the version 1.2, which is my favorite of the AlgoPros. That's included in the subscription when you buy it. And he bought some 0 DTE puts when the price action was in a bear order block, as per your recent video. 15 or so minutes later, you got a 40% win. Thanks, I'm liking AlgoPro a lot so far. That's a cool use of it, and I've noticed that Osirian uses Lux Algo as well, and does so with a lot of success. So he's saying that lifetime for 150 for AlgoPro is a steal, and I totally agree, which is why I'm doing so many videos about it and why I'm basically so excited about sharing everything about it with you guys. So if you go through the article in the description below, you'll see these are the components. You'll see every video that I'm doing on it, with some commentary and some graphics as well. Usually you can see all these. I also recommend Lux Algo. It's a bit more expensive, but it's also really good as well. So I do like Lux as well. But currently I wanted to show you a few things. So you can see I've got to the point where I did a video yesterday of this. This is the idea of these block orders and things, where you can see that there's a lot of bear or bull block orders coming in. So that's what I was talking about yesterday. So there's a video for that. You can check that out. And I like to put all my videos in one place because it makes it easier for people instead of having to scroll through the channel, especially if you get sidetracked. Today I'm going to talk about AlgoPro Reversal Suite. This is my least favorite part. I thought it was going to be one of my favorite. It's turned out to be not very useful for me, but I'll be interested to hear what you guys have to say if you give it a shot. So we're going to talk about that today. I wanted to show you the signal that's in progress, which is this one. This is SPY on the 5 minutes. So I keep getting comments whenever I do videos about these indicator systems. They're always like, "Oh, I want to see this in real time." This is they just put these on the charts after the fact, and it's just not true. So this is one we're halfway. Well, actually, we're getting towards the end of market. Only 45 minutes left in the day, and you can see that we had a buy signal in the 5 minute chart. We had a bit of a dip. It almost stopped out. You can see the stops are pretty tight. And basically we had this like nice run up to the second profit taken level here. We're sort of consolidating here, so we can always revisit this and see if we've moved up much after I finish talking about the other component, this idea of having a reversal suite. But to be honest, this could easily just sell off. You're supposed to take some profit to protect a sell off at this point, so it could easily just kind of drop down. It was also doing it on the 1 minute as well, and on the hourly. Anyway, thought I'd show you one that's actually in progress, so you can see that they don't just add these things in, after the fact once the market's closed and say, "Hey, look at all these winning trades." So that was one that's working. This is version 1.2, by the way, which is the most popular version because of these added features. All right, so let's talk about the AlgoPro Reversal Suite. And so in Lux Algo, this is one of my favorite things, where you have bands where things are basically most likely to reject from, so support and resistance essentially. But it's like dynamic over time. And so far, when I put this on the charts, I wasn't too happy with it. So let's put it on. Let's go to the indicator system. And you see these are all the things you get when you buy the $150 package. So you get all these different things. The one I wanted to show you is the reversal suite right here. There is a reversal trader V1 as well, but there's a reversal suite here. So let's have a look at the reversal suite. So we'll just add that to our charts. Now, let's see. I'll actually just take off the normal V 1.2 AlgoPro. Let's see if we can try and get this. Just remove that. There we go. All right. So let's zoom out. So you can see these rainbow colored lines. Basically, the idea is if you go deeper into this red, it's most likely to bounce, but it can also bounce off the green. But the deeper it penetrates in or even through, the more likely you are to get a reversal. So the idea is that basically this is a channel, right? But it's a ongoing channel, and you can see, maybe if we put it on a different time frame in a sec, it would be easier. They also put indications of bear, so that's kind of saying that this is likely to reject here. And you can see it's kind of turning over, but it's nothing too dramatic or anything like that. So let's just have a look. It says bear here. We've got right into the red here, so you'd think you'd really be getting a bearish rejection. The problem is, for me, is yes, we got a bearish rejection, but it wasn't much of a move. So these are 5-minute candles, so you could say the first bear signal as it goes into the red here. We had a little bit of a rejection, but then we've really been bullish ever since. So to me, that's hard to have much conviction. So you have to layer in basically other indicators and things. Because to me, if this was solid, this would be like straight back down here, right? And it'd bounce here, and it'd say bull, and it'd go up, and it'd just keep doing this kind of thing. But so far, at least on the shorter time frames, this isn't the case. This is a little better. You've got a nice solid bull signal, and you've got really good, strong move from the bottom of the channel to the upper channel. The problem is here, it didn't really penetrate into the bands at all. So, you know, if you took this one, you'd have to hold it all up here. So it's kind of wishy-washy. I'll just kind of look through it a bit more. You can see you don't need to get the bull bear signals. You can play the channel itself. Like, this doesn't have a signal, but it would have been a good place to go short. Similarly, like here, there's no signal, but you would still could play the channel a little bit. It just isn't solid enough, at least from what I can see so far, to be worth using that much. Again, you could go short up here just because you're going into the upper part of the channel, and you do pretty well if you went short. This is a 5-minute chart, and like I always tell people, the 5 minutes tend to be a little bit less reliable than the longer time frames. But so far on the 5-minute, this is very underwhelming, I'd say. So it's not my favorite at all. Here's a signal that says bull, it's not even in the channel, and it's gone down quite a bit before it eventually goes up a little. I don't know. I'm not impressed with this, as you can tell. This was all the way outside the channel before it said bull, and then it went flat for ages. So the 5-minute is not working that well. Let's look at some of the longer time frames. Sometimes these things are better done on the longer time frame. So let's have a look and see if it's any better. So, same sort of thing. This is all wishy-washy sideways action. This is nonsense. It's kind of nonsense. Like, decent, good rejection. Not much of a rejection, decent rejection. So it's a little bit better on the longer time frames. You can see the bouncing off the channel is pretty good in places. So the bottom of the channel, the support. Nice bear signal. So you can see things have improved a little bit with time. As we lengthen that to 1 hour, this is a good signal. It really hit that red. It said bear, sold off really nicely. Very sloppy, slow signal here. Good signal here. So you can see it definitely has improved, but it's still not that great, really. Let's go to 4 hours, have a quick look and see if there's any noticeable difference. To me, this would be like very supplemental. Like, it would be something I add as just an afterthought to the trades that would be taken with this system. It's getting a bit better, sort of more bullish stuff going on. Bear, 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 and it eventually goes down. This is all just on SPY, by the way, but I just use SPY as an example for a lot of these things. This is all pretty bad in my opinion, where it says bear and it's just an uptrending channel. It's not good. So far, nope. Again, this is just reconfirming my initial analysis of this, which shows it's not much use to me. Finally, let's do 1 day just to see in case suddenly on the daily it's the best thing since sliced bread. Let's have a look. Good bear signal here. It's up in the upper reds. It's sort of what you'd think, and then just came down nicely all the way to the bottom of the channel, so that's good. Far fewer signals, of course. Bear, another good bear signal here. These are other channels that are not well defined what they actually are, really. I think you can adjust these things. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But yeah, that's a decent signal. I just wish it was more up in the upper channel. A lot of bounces that are doing quite well for short-term trades. This one's not bad. So far I'd say for the daily, I'd say this isn't actually too bad. See, when the daily, most of this nonsense has been tuned out. These bear signals that were coming up here. There's one here that's short-lived to the middle of what could be something like a Keltner channel. Not completely sure what it is, but let's have a look. Yeah, and there's this nonsense again where it's saying bear, 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 and we're in the upper part of the channel, but it's not rejecting. Anyway, hopefully that's helpful. There's a really good signal right there. I don't think it's the best thing ever. Maybe it'll be helpful in the future. Let's have a quick peek at some of the settings, which I don't fully understand, but you click on it and you can do the different price sources. So you can do open, close, H1, OHLC, HL4. These are all things that you need to learn how to use. Filter types, these change things a little bit. So I put it to Gaussian, you can see the bands change a little bit. Let's do a band stop. Oh, that's crazy. I haven't looked at that one. Let's see what band stop looks like. I mean, it doesn't really look any better, it just looks crazier. That's a good bear signal. Let's look at this bear signal here. Just playing with this thing. Do RMA. So let's see. Let's do Gaussian. So none of these things are particularly helpful. Like, you can see they change how things look. Yeah, anyway, I'll put it back to the original super smoother. So let's play with this. Let's go 2000, look back period. Wow, that changes things. Changes things a lot. So there's not a lot of guidance from what I can see in the guide that you get. So sometimes just playing with these things might help. So if I do that and I set it to 1500, where the bear signal is more in the channel here, let's have a look and see if that's improved like the overall quality of the signals. I think it has. That bear signal's better, that one's better. Oh, but the problem is it's all outside the channel here. Yeah, scratch that. That's a load of nonsense. Anyway, my conclusion here is that this is not a particularly helpful part of AlgoPro. I'll try and get this zoomed out a little bit. So I think it was 2000, right? 2000. And there's the inner channel multipliers, draw channel, transparency. Anyway, to me, I'm not going to be using this, which is a shame because I really thought that was going to be a big part of, the indicator system that's included with the algo thing. There's another one here, Algo Reversal Trader. Let's just have a quick peek and see what that looks like. So this is for V1. This might be a separate video in itself. I just want to have a quick look and see. This is interesting. No idea what's going on here. Let's see. So we have an entry on the 5-minute here. Let's see. So this reversal thing is completely different from the one I was just looking at. Probably want to do a separate video on this once I research it. Not seeing very many signals. So this is the AlgoPro Reversal Trader version 1. Interesting. Well, I'll do a separate video on this once I understand what it is. I don't want to go through it without fully understanding it. So there's only a few things left for me to do with this video series. A couple of them are volume strength stuff. Then there's going to be the bot stuff, which is going to take up a lot of time and effort and could be interesting, but we'll see. The algo dashboard is something I'm going to have to talk about, and that's going to be interesting as well. So here's that current position we were looking at before before we switch to the reversal suite. And you can see we're not quite making it up to the take profit 3, but we got the first and second one honed in. This is pretty helpful on the right here. It tells you the current position and the trend, the volume, and then the different trends are bearish and bullish. So if we switch to the 1 minute, I wonder if that'll show us that we're actually gotten like a bearish signal. No, it doesn't. It also had a 1 minute bullish signal back here. It ran all the way up past all the take profit zones. It's changed now, 1 minute. Let's go back to the 5. Sorry, I'm kind of waffling on in this video. I'm just kind of playing around. Oh, I see. I misread it. 1 minute is bullish. 3 minute is bearish, apparently. Let's do the 3. Apparently the 3 minute is a good time frame for day traders on this. 3 minute is pretty nice here as well. I'm not quite sure what this is talking about because we've got a nice bullish signal here as well. 3 minute is still pumping up pretty nicely. Anyway, so I'm going to update this part of the blog post that I'm doing about my lack of enthusiasm on the reversal suite. And it'll go in this section right here. So yeah, keep checking out this article though, because as I do more and more videos, I'm going to put more and more updates. And the one big thing will be these scalping bots and things. If we can get some really good scalping bots going, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, make sure you come and check out this article. Make sure you, if you think it's a good deal, which I think it's one of the best deals for these types of systems I've seen, it's only $150 one-time fee for everything, then just hop onto this article, click here, and go and buy it for that. I don't know how long the deal will last. They say it's a short-term deal, and it's a lot more expensive. The other ones I've been looking at, like Loon Algo and Easy Algo and things, they're like $1,500 one-time fee. So this is a really good deal. Anyway, hopefully that's helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon.